Thank you very much for the time and thank you for joining this event. Let me give my brief introduction and then we will start the presentation slide and I will walk you through the trends and the opportunities one can choose as game development. I will cover most of the parts about Unity 3D, which is cross-platform game engine. But I will walk you through the live session of Unity, how one can create Unity project, and can I will share some code so that everyone can see how it will work. It's just basic information, but it's just more about you can put your interest or something which you will find interesting. So my name is Kiran. I am professional game developer. I have been in this industry since last 10 years and I am proficient in developing games of different genre, for example 2D, 3D, 2.5D, side scrolling, action, arcade. And now Unity is not only has a game engine, but since it's an emerging technology is growing, so augmented reality and virtual reality are also the part of my development. So I created many simulations and solutions for different industries where they could save their cost of training with the help of digital solutions. I also created some simulation where people can practice interview before going to the actual interview, so they can rehearsal in 3D environment and they can see how confident they are. So Unity is not just like a big game engine, but it's a part where you can not only create game development but applications, simulations, and many more. So let me start the presentation and I will give you as much information as I can so that you can choose this game development as a career. And at the end of this presentation, I will allow you to ask some question you may have, and I will try my best to give you the answers. All right. So let's start. I'm sharing my screen so you can see the presentations I have prepared for you guys. Hope everyone can see my screen. If not, please write in chat so I can know that you are not able to see. All right. So I am assuming that everyone is able to see my screen. So game development. Game development as a career choice. As I said, I will walk you through the steps, the trends, job market, and average package as for beginner and experienced game developer. My name is Kiran. I am professional game developer having several years of experience in gaming industry, as I said. And in this presentation, I will cover five different sections. One which will be the overview of game development. The next is the Unity 3D and popular titles made it with. I'm sure that every one of you would have at least played one of the titles Unity, which is built with Unity. But still, I will let you know which one are the populars. Then game industry and job opportunity. Then introduction of Unity 3D and a live walkthrough of Unity 3D. In this live walkthrough, I will create a sample project. I will explain what is different component is of Unity and which one can be used for which purpose and how one can create a simple project in Unity, a simple game in Unity, right? So first section is overview of game development. So what is game development basically? So the game development is the art of creating games and describe the designs, development, and release it of game. It may involve concept generation, design, build, test, and release. So this is something like a developing software, but Here the main difference is, instead of, every software has similar phases. Like once you identify the requirement, then you create a prototype, and then, first you identify requirement, then feasibility study, and then create prototype. Once it's done prototype, then you put UI UX, and then testing and releasing. So these are the common way, but here in Unity it's something like, something which is different from the general process. Like in game you can involve yourself in in development, in design, or in release. For example, if you are creating game, and if you have been given a game that you would like to create this kind of game, so first thing is, you will not only be a game developer, but you will be a gamer as well. Like first you will understand how this game is being played, how you will do it by playing the game by yourself. So for example, if you have asked to create a Subway Surfer, so what will be your first step is to understand what is Subway Surfer game, how it is played. And so all this experience you will be able to gain by playing itself, and for that you will be gamer. So apart from this process, you will also involve yourself into experiencing the game, its gameplay, physics, geographics, and many more things. So this in this step, general apart from general concept, you will learn few more things. If you are gamer from beginning, it would be something which you will always be interesting. For example, when I was a child and I was school student, I used to get some chance where I can, play only game. At that time, I was not sure that how it will be developed. How it gets developed, and how uh, interesting it is. But by the time I realized that this is something which I can put my report in, and dig deep into this profession. And fortunately, I made it. So I hope that you will show some. You will get some interesting stuff from this presentation, and you'll get a chance to learn more about Unity. So the types of game, as I said, there are different types of game simulations, but these are the main types. Apart from that, there is few more, but this is just for the understanding of the types of game. So simulation, puzzle, action, education. So every part of type of these games are uh, interesting in one or many ways. For example, if I talk about simulation, so simulation is something where you will see a replication of real environment. For example, here in this example, in this slide, you can see there is some vehicle and people, and user player is driving the vehicle. So something like you will either drive a car, you will either climb up, or you will do something which is associated with real life. So this simulates the real life scenarios, and this will make you interesting in developing, in playing, or anything you will like. And this part simulation is not only the part of game, but nowadays many industries are using this simulation to train their employees, their staff. Like I developed many simulation where one of my projects were the network simulation, where for the organization I developed that simulation, which where they could create a realistic environment, replicate the real life scenario in digital atmosphere environment. And they can allow, this 3D environment allowed them to interact with the 3D asset virtual environment, and then they could learn it effectively. So that help them to cut down their training cost with the help of the simulation. Now the puzzle, I'm sure you are aware of this type of game. So puzzle is just not for the entertainment purpose, but there are study like in different surveys, it found that when people are playing puzzle 10 to 15 minutes every day, their brain usage and thinking power gets improved. So this also will help to do something uh, addition to the regularly what you are doing. The next is action type. So in this is again a type of game where you will feel like something is happening as per your action. So like here I say showed the example of a shooting game. So I'm sure many of you would have ever played Counter Strike, Desert Storm, or any multiplayer or single player shooting game. So this is like you do your action, and based on that action, the respond or the reaction will appear. So this is again can be a 2D, 2.5D, 3D. So the 3D is example of Counter Strike, like, and 2D is like something when you see something on screen and you see or tap on any object. So it is again kind of action game, but the form of the action is different. Sometimes you trigger the weapon to fire, sometimes you tap on the screen to fire. So depends on the concept of game. Next is educational game. So educational game is like not for as of now, like people think that education is for only kids, but believe me, it's not something which is related to age. Everyone can learn, everyone can play this any educational game to help themselves, their children, or anyone. So nowadays, most of the education games are available for free and can be developed in a way that it can help not only you as a developer but also people who will be using it. I personally developed many educational game where I got some feedback from different users that they have been helping their students, their children in a way that they could learn some thing easily and effectively. Like I remember I published one game named Memory Booster, where it's not age related but everyone can play, and it was a very simple education game where people can people can learn easily by playing this game. There is some many concept of different games, so everyone can find any game easily. Just type education game and you will have it. So it's very interesting, and there are, because of we don't have enough time, that's why I consider only the popular types of game. But if you have any other question, or if you think you would like to get more information of the types of game and anything in future, please reach me. I will share my details, and at the end of the slides you will have all the details I will have to share with you. So next is second section, Unity and popular titles with made with it. So Unity is like a cross-platform game engine which is used to develop different digital product. I mentioned digital product, so I did not mention game intentionally, because if I mention game, it would be something like you will think this is only for game. But the digital product, it can be application, it can be game, it can be simulation, it can be interactive tutorial, or it can be film, digital. So all the digital product which are available, which will be available in market, some of them will be made with Unity, some of them made with other platform, other game engine. So game engine, Unity is not only for developing games. So one can develop anything. One can develop game applications, simulations, even movie as well. If you visit unityweb3d.com, you will see there are some popular titles, popular movies, animations, series are made with Unity. So apart from developing only games, it's cross-platform technology where you can create anything you want. If you have passion, if you have creativity, and if you have willingness to learn something creative, which will make you which will stand you different from others. So this is something which you can show interest. So next is I will give you show you the titles of made with Unity. So as I said, Unity is cross-platform game engine developed by Unity Technology, world's most popular game engine. It packs with ton of features together, and it's flexible enough to make almost every game you can imagine. As I said, you can do everything in a game, applications, simulations, and anything. So here, different games, for example, Pokemon Go, Subway Surfer, Monument Valleys, Crossroads. So I'm sure you may not have played, but at least you may have heard about Pokemon Go, uh, which hit the market in very less time, and it become very famous in very short time. So again, this game is not only like you can play at home, you can enjoy it a real time environment, I mean location, and you can uh, uh, capture Pokemon, and can then it can be seen in augmented reality view. So all this, I mean, the features implemented in this game is not only for game, it has the real time location based augmented reality and many more things. Like the gameplay is very simple, yet it's very interesting because um, it was when it was developed, it was first of its kind. And when even I, after playing this game, I get inspired, and I developed couple of games similar to Pokemon Go. I will share in I will share with you that game if you can, if you would like to reach me after uh, this session. So the next is Subway Surfer. This is again one of the best title developed by Unity. Subway Surfer is the like a endless 2.5D side scroll, 2.5D endless running game where I think you may have played similar to this game. Like there are many other games like Temple Run, Subway Surfer, Princess Runner, many other things. So basically, the concept is same for every endless runner game, but again in the concept you may see different obstacles, different hurdles, the way of the player play the game, and the storytelling. Like in Subway Surfer, they release new version as per the season. Now it's Christmas, so they release Christmas version of I mean just Christmas gone, so they released one version of Christmas, and they also released a world tour so that you can see the different theme of a different uh, I mean different theme as per the country you will select. So the one of the best and interesting game ever is Subway Surfer. Monument Valley is also kind of game where you will see different objective to accomplish. You will see the models, and this is again 2.5D game. And Crossy Road, and Crossy Road is also mixed of genre. It's a puzzle, action, arcade, because you cannot directly cross the road. You have to see the vehicle coming towards you. You have to be careful that you don't collide with any vehicle, otherwise you will lose the point, you lost the level. So uh, it will help you to be active, it will help you to see the problems you will be facing when playing the games. Problem in, by mean the hurdles, the obstacles, and many things. So this will ultimately help your brain to trigger something which you may have never experienced. It's human nature. Like when you find something which you never experienced, you will see that has a new experience. And if it's a positive, it will help you to improve the confidence. If it's negative, you will find a way to come out from it. So this is something like enhancing your brain system by playing video games, by playing different uh, simulations, different way of implementing so much more thing than just as a playing game, developing game, or just as a career choice. So the game industry is vast industry where it's not only for like developing, releasing, doing job, or but it's part of everyone's life. If you consider everything, for example, if you have phone and you see uh, there are many applications and there are games. So I can see that the Play Store has huge number of games, App Store has huge number of games. Why? The reason is they are helping people in one or many ways. Application is also helping people by doing something quickly, just one click away. But in addition to that, if you have something interactive, if you have something which you will see it's helping you to trigger some brain power or anything, it's always good for being active. So the next is, as I said, the gaming industry and job opportunity. So I think the light is little low. Let me turn it on. Give me just a second. All right. So gaming industry and job opportunity. So again, if you choose the career as a game development, you will see how game industry is going on, what will be the future, and what type of job opportunities one will get once he jump into this industry. So let me tell you how vast it is. So it's not hard to believe that the video game industry is growing by leaps and bounds, maintaining its status as one of the most lucrative industries, both commercially and technology. The industry has surpassed every benchmark. So as per the graph, you can see every year video game market value is increasing. So this is by 2015. I'm not sure you can see the value, but it's bigger than the previous year. So technology trends like immersive technologies, AR, VR, MR have encouraged people to incline towards mobile gaming. As I said, game development is not just only for game development. Augmented reality, reality are now becoming the part of everyone's life. So, for example, if you go some mall, you will see the game store where you will see virtual realities presentation. The augmented reality is like some similar. Now, with the help of this technology, you don't need to, you know, go to that space in person to go to that place in person to view the details about that place. So with the help of this technology, you can create a simulation without being there, without interacting with real people, or without having the need of any other physical things like a trainer, for example, or physical location, for example. So the way the technology is advancing is making our life even better, and it gives us so many things which we have never experienced in the past. That's why the graph itself represented the technology and the game industry is growing. And about the job opportunities, there are more than 215 million people in the United States play video games, according to the Entertainment Software Association, making it leading from other entertainment. So other entertainment means the movie, uh, uh, other like uh, movies and reading or anything, any entertainment thing. Like if you do video chat or watch movie, but the gaming industry is like something which is increasing. So according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, video game developers have projected growth of 22%, which is considered faster than average. So again, he said the trends of video game developers is growing by the time. So it's definitely worth to pursue some knowledge, gain some experience in this industry. The other factor in the demand for game developers is the high turnover rate of industry. As said, the game development is not only for game development. So people are using it as per their requirement. Like if you has like if it's like for entertainment, people develop game. if it's for utilizing helping people to utilize their life, their way of living or their way of doing something with the help of digital technology. They use like that way. For example, I created one application where you can rehearse your skill. You can do practical, you can practice interview with the help of this application, so that when you go to a real interview, you don't feel like you are nervous, you are feeling something which will affect your overall outcome. So before you go to the real interview, you will see and get a chance to practice it prior to face the real interview. So the way people use different has said people use different way to use this engine, use this technology according to the requirement, and help digital community in one or many way. Now again, if I talk about the salary, so according to the game industry.biz, salary and work abroad opportunity appears to be the key of motivations for game developers. So there is a range in pay for game developers. According to the salary.com, the average annual base pay for developer in United States is $73,427 a year, which is good if you compare to the other technologies or other field. But since it's emerging, since it's something new, so the labor shortage is very high, and people are often company often find shortage of these skills developers. So if you have even if you don't have experience, and if you jump into the job market, I'm sure that you will not have to struggle for much time to get any kind of job related to your skill. Because as said, there is so many opportunities, so many jobs available in the market, but because of the lack of the short skill, companies, studios are finding it difficulty to fill their open positions. So now I will walk you through the introduction about Unity. So the Unity has a cross game engine developed by Unity, and it if you want to build beautiful looking effect, and if you don't have time to build from scratch, no problem. Unity has everything you can start with. So it's often people think that they want to do something, but because they don't have some assets, they don't have anything to start with, they dropped it and they eventually give up. But in this case, you don't have to worry about this. You will have you will have everything you can start. For example, if you start the project, you will be given an option: either you can create from scratch, you can select a template where you will see different assets, different script, different objects, or even different way to code. But I can understand that beginning should be in such a way that it don't uh, make you confused, and it helps you to gain confidence. So in if you start with the beginning and with scratch, you in that case you may have find that you don't have anything you can start. So there is another tool from the from for asset store, like uh, from Unity. Like you can log into asset store, you can just select the free stuff, and then you are good to go. Even there you can find complete ready-made template which you can use to your personal game, or you can use some of the assets, or you can use scripts, material, textures, after effects, or anything you will like. So just uh, go to asset store, find the thing you are looking for, and select the price range. There is available free, so you can select whatever you want, and then you can import it into Unity, and then you can good to go. So it has said it provides most important features that make game work: physics, 3D rendering, and collision detection. This means no need to reinvent the wheel. So what does this mean? So for example, you have all the assets in your hand, you have imported all the required files, but you don't know the implementation of physics. For example, you have some object in the air, but you don't want it to be air, because in real life scenario no object can float in the air, you expect except space environment. But in the earth, if you put any object on the space, it will always fall down. So that is physics, gravitation. So you will think that how this will be implemented, but here you don't need to worry about it. There is a built-in system, built-in physics, which you just need to apply, and then you can use it uh, in any game object. So you will feel like it's really falling down from the space, it is colliding with other object, it will shake when it collides. So unity has built-in physics, which is real physics. For example, you collide with other object, you fall from the space, you will be have respond according to the object with falling. For example, if you are making a cube down to the earth, then it will not only like fall it at the, simple, but in real case, if you throw the ball in surface, what will happen? It will bounce back and then again it will fall. So according to the uh, shape of different objects, the physics will apply it. So here, if we start implementing this from our side, it will take lots of time, and yet it will not give you the precise result. So what the main objective of unity is to not let not developer focus on those things which are already developed, and the value of those development will be remain same for universal. For example, gravitation value is same for every region of the earth. So in that case, you don't need to do the same thing which is already there. So instead of just doing that thing, focus on what the main objective of the game is. So it allows you to focus more on those things which are actually you want to build, not on those things which you will need to achieve the end goal. So for those things which are already uh, available, which are already universal, you don't need to worry about it. You will have everything once you get started. So built-in physics, rendering, and other collision detection are already there in Unity. Next is a powerful visual editor that allows creator to simply drag and drop elements into scene. Again, here you will think that since it's new technology, new game engine, and it will be very difficult for a to understand how to do put object, how to create scene environment. But it has a visual editor. You just need to drag object and drop. If you have just basic skill in computer, you can do the same thing with Unity in beginning. So just drag the object, drop into scene, and then you will see the different component in different view, like how long, how big you want this, how what orientation should it be, how tall it would be, color, textures, everything you can manage without writing a single code. Although you can write a single code, although you can write code to change this dynamic, but for the beginning you don't need to write anything. So something which you don't need to do code, you can do without code, drag and drop, and you're good to go. I will show you how you can create a simple game or a simple thing without code, and I will also write something with code, so that you will see how without code you can learn, how with code you can learn. Now it's Power provide excellent augmented reality and virtual reality support for those developer interested in developing something immersive. So what is immersive? Immersive means you are involved in real time environment with the help of virtual environment. So if you have ever seen the movie named Matrix, they are moved from real world to a virtual world. So in this is similar to movie, you can enhance the real world with the help of augmented reality, you can put yourself into a virtual completely new environment, which is virtual reality. So there are different headset for virtual reality, for example Oculus Quest, HTC Vive, and mobile VR, mobile AR. So there are so many things you can jump into based on your interest and willingness to learn. So when I started my career at the time, AR VR was not that much available in Unity. So I started my career as a game development, and then once I remember the basic version of augmented virtual reality was Google Cardboard, and it was in around 2015. But since then, the VR in Unity is improving, and now it has a cross-platform framework which can be used to deploy virtual reality game application for different platform. And there are also different stores. For example, we upload games and application, mobile application and game on App Store and Play Store. But for the virtual reality, there are separate store as well, so you can create your own game and publish it to Oculus Store, HTC Store, or HTC Steam as well. So there are so many things, believe me. So now I will walk you through how to create Unity project, and show how the different interface looks like. Then I will give you time to ask question you may have. So let me share my screen again, and then hope you can see on the screen. So this is Unity Hub, where you can create project, install Unity, learn Unity, and the community, and many things. So I will start by creating very simple project. You can create, you can select any of the projects, type of project, like 2D, 3D, 2.5D, I mean URP, runner game. So this is basically template which you can use without having deep understanding of Unity. So I'm not sure. Can you see me? Am I visible? Okay, thank you. All right. So I'm just starting simple project. So I have set this name, project name, and the location. Now I will just have to create the project. It will generate its required file. As I said, the physics and everything is built in. So once you create the project, it will add all the required things you will need. Either you will need or not, but it will add as a template, so that when you need it, will you can use it from the library or from its location. So there is a packages, different packages where you can see the different uh, component Unity added when you create a new fresh project. So this is creating project. It's loading. It's importing in background, so I can see it's importing, but I think you can't see. So let me share the whole screen. So it's importing, as you can see. So now I will share the Unity screen only so that you can see those things which are actually required. So this is overall view of Unity. This is hierarchy where you can create different component. This is camera. This is view of inspector where you can see uh, the selected objects property. So now let me just create a single object. I can just, I has said I don't need to do any code for now. I just need to select the type and then just create. So the object cube is created. You can see three axes x, y, and z. So here I can set the different value of its length, height, width, its rotation. So here you don't just need to code. Everything can be done without code. But now let's say I want to create a code that help to rotate this cube for specific speed. So what I will do is I just need to write a single line of code. So I will write it and will show you how it can rotate. I will explain in the code as well. I think you won't be able to see the screen, but I will show you how it works. So I wrote this code. That's a single line of code. The game object dot transform dot rotate vector 3 dot forward time to delta time into 10. So this means it will rotate into 10 speed. So what I have to do is just select the object, put the script here, and you are good to go. Now I will hit the play button, so you will see the result. See, you can see the cube is rotating. So here you can manage the speed. If you write instead of 10 to 20, 15, you will see the speed is increasing, decreasing. So everything you can do by code, everything you can, most of the things you can do by drag and drop. So this is just a basic example, but you can do a lot more things in Unity if you just start exploring. So just for the initial purpose, you can have a basic look of how it looks like in different component and how you can do basic code and all those things. So this, since we don't have much time, it's already 45 minutes. So as I said, uh, can answer your question, and then if anyone has, they can write or unmute, or I can ask the questions they may have. So this is Q&A section. You can ask any question you may have. I am waiting for your question. So Reagan asked, where do you download the Unity Hub from? So you can go to unity3d.com and then you will see the download options, and over there you can get the Unity Hub. And there earlier it was used to download Unity itself. Unity has a whole bundle, but now Unity Hub it is available. You can using Unity Hub, you can download different version of Unity. So go to unity.com and select on download, then you will be able to get the Unity Hub, and then you can download the different version of Unity from Unity Hub. Any other questions? Do you know where to find a jobs or internship with being Unity developer? So that's very good question. So if you go to LinkedIn and just type Unity developer with this there's some criteria like experience, uh, locations, you will get everything. I mean, there are so many things headset, so many jobs available. So the best platform is LinkedIn. You can go to LinkedIn job and then you can find right Unity 3D developer internship, and you will be able to see different job. The interesting thing is like you can work, you can do internship anywhere from the world. So it's some studio, some company offer work from home option as well. Can you recommend any Unity online course? Yes. So, uh, well, there are many people who are, are using different platform to learn Unity, but Unity itself has a Unity Learn component which you can learn directly with the website, and just type Unity Learn and you will get the details. It start from the beginning with every um, component in detail, and you will have option to track your progress. They also offer like which component you are particularly interested in, and then you can learn. So no, it's not like you can start from the beginning, but if you have some knowledge and you want to start from some part, then you can do it as well. So Unity Learn is a great platform for anyone who wish to learn more about Unity. So how comfortable were you before you started applying game dev job? Well, in my case, I was curious to know more about game development and anything, because from my childhood I was gamer, and when I remember that when I finished my internship, I got couple of job offer, and I started digging deep into that specific role. It was earlier it was iOS developer, but I asked my employer that I'm interested in gaming field, so he allowed me to work in Unity 3D, and then I got more confident and gained experience. So overall, I can say I did not find any difficulty in developing job before 10 years. At that time, Unity was very, not that much popular, or did not have that much functionalities, or you can say components, but now it's full pack of uh, platform where you can do everything. So and at the same time job market is also increasing, so the shortage is also very very high. So you just try, create your CV creative, and then you can apply and you can get a job. Hi, I'm full stack developer. How easy is it to switch to a game developer? Do I need design skill as well? Alexander, actually, you do not need to be a design skill. You don't need actually. Uh, as you said, you are stack developer, so I am sure you will have a certain skill of object oriented, some coding skill. So that is good point that you have already, and now you want to switch to the game development. uh, you can learn design thing if you want, but if you know it don't, you can start learning Unity 3D. So it's using C sharp language. If you have learned something about C sharp earlier, it will help you. Earlier you used to have JavaScript, but now the C sharp is the only language which is being used in Unity. So you don't need actually to design skill, and you can learn without it. Hello, John. I'm very new to coding. I just finished full stack coding bootcamp. What is the best way to start in game development? Uh, it's very good, interesting questions, John. So the Perfect. And the interesting way is just play the game, and then you will see that what it is, how you can explore dig. So first be gamer, because without a gamer you can't do any game development. So you try to play a game, it will help you to increase interest. Then you will see how the you will see and think how does it work. And then it's up to you, either you can use Unity as a game development engine. Unity 3D is also there, you use it. But first you need to develop interest. If you are doing these interactive things, then you don't have to do, you don't have to worry how and the way, because once you have explored anything, everything, you just have to put those things into the track, and the engines you will walk you through to the learning process. I don't think new question is popping up, so I hope everyone find it interesting. So let me share the last slide I have for you. Hello, John. Yes, I'm sharing that the last slide. You will find me on LinkedIn as well. So my LinkedIn is Kiran Jodhani, Twitter, YouTube, and GitHub. You can mail me, you can text me on WhatsApp. So after this, you will have access to this recording, and since it's recording, this uh, will also get recorded. So you can find this detail in recording as well. Well, thank you very much for everyone. I think it's almost finished. Our slot is about to finish. So, if you have any other question and if you are interested in learning Unity, you can follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter, and you can send me email. You can text me as well. So, I look forward for any of you. If you have anything to share, or you can write and comment in this in our event page, so that I can see that you are interesting. Thank you everyone. Have a good day. Bye bye. Take care.